Guys, is crypto about to explode? Serious question, because there's been some serious developments in terms of Russia's own fiat currency right now, and things are looking a bit bonkers. So I want to get into everything. Before I do, as always, I update the spreadsheet. Just the first 26 coins I held, the first 26 coins I spoke about on the channel. That thought would crush it in this cycle. If you invested $100 into each one, when I release the videos, you're still holding that crypto. You're in profit for over 42 grand. It's not what I hold anymore. You want to see exactly what I hold and how I'm preparing for, what's next to come in the markets, given the fear around a potential war. Check out Copy My Crypto. It's where I tell you every coin I buy, every coin I sell, the moment I do. And here's the thing, guys. We're looking at a situation where things are escalating in a very dramatic fashion, and the impact that these events are having on the markets is concerning some people. So if you want to know exactly what I'm doing in anticipation of potential upturn, then you're going to want to check it out. Links in the description, guys. So here's where we got to start. The ruble. The ruble is down 16.8% right now for the day. There's still 12 hours of trading left, but 16.8% is massive. At one point, it was down like 30%. And what that's led to is quite interesting, because this has happened today, obviously off the back of now all the sanctions are starting to kick in. And I spoke about this recently in terms of how are oligarchs potentially going to move money around. And privacy coins was the focus of that. But what I said was we're going to see money filtering into crypto because these sanctions are going to have an impact on Russia's economy. And now we're seeing their actual fiat currency, their ruble, dropping in value dramatically. 16% in a day for any fiat currency is enormous. And yeah, what we're actually seeing, look, there you go. Each day, just 2%. That's about the max you expect to see, but not 16%. It's enormous. And what's happening now is this. We are seeing the highest volume. Ruble-dominated Bitcoin volume surged to 9-month high. What we've seen in the literally the last 24 hours has been staggering in terms of the amount of money, the amount of rubles that have gone into Bitcoin. Crypto trading volumes have risen as the West's sanctions on Russia trigger a flight away from Russia's fiat currency. So trading volumes between the Russian Rubel and Bitcoin increased to 9-month highs as the country's fiat currency plunged to record lows due to the fallout from the Ukraine invasion. Data tracked shows that ruble-denominated Bitcoin volumes surged to nearly 1.5 billion rubles on Thursday, hitting the highest since May. Now, 1.5 billion rubles, when you realize that that's the equivalent of about, right now, where are we at? Basically 1 cent. So you're looking still at like at least 50, what's that? 110, about 15 million. Yeah. But that's just Thursday. And the activity was concentrated on Binance. Bitcoin Ukrainian volume has also spiked, but not as high as October levels. Bitcoin and the Ukrainian fiat only trades on 2 exchanges, Binance and local Bitcoin. Tether, by the way, we've seen increase as well. Those trading volumes have massively increased. Data shows that the USDT and Ruble trading volume hit an 8-month high on Thursday as well. 8-month high again, 1.3 billion rubles on Thursday. And bear in mind that obviously that's a lot less money than it was just, last week. But staggering. So we're starting to see money being plunged into the markets because the Russian currency plunged over 8% to 90 per US dollar last week and extended the slide by another 28% early today, although reaching a record low of 118 per dollar. Gold, US treasuries, the US dollar and the Swiss franc have been the beneficiaries of the flight to safety, but crypto is going to be as well. If we start seeing this, and now that SWIFT has a ton of Russian banks have lost access to SWIFT, what this means is, they've got they're going to struggle more and more and more, and that's just not just Russian oligarchs, that's Russian citizens, and we're going to start seeing money really starting to spike into crypto. Do not be surprised if we have a month of March where it's even bigger than what we saw in February, because while for the longer amount of time that these banks do not have access to SWIFT, the worse it's going to be. Worse it's going to be for the ruble, and then people are going to have to start offsetting their rubles with either a USDT or a potential appreciating asset, whether that's Bitcoin or Ethereum. But that's going to happen. That's what we're seeing right now. And it will be very, very interesting to see where the oligarchs, the richest of the rich, start putting their money, because they're not going to leave it in rubles. That's for damn sure. They've probably already moved a ton of it. And that is going to be fascinating. Crypto could certainly benefit from this. And what we actually see as well is crypto being a tool for countries right now, for countries that are struggling. And this is what we saw, this is why El Salvador effectively started getting into crypto. This is what we're seeing now. Crypto is helping the Russian people in terms of another avenue to sort their money out, so that they're not stuck in a depreciating currency. And Ukraine's government has raised over $8 million in a crowdfunding appeal from like 11,500 donors, which is pretty incredible. So 7.9 million. The wallet addresses had received 7.9 million. So 11,500 donations. And that was Bitcoin, USDT, and Ethereum, I believe. Because the Ukrainian Vice Prime Minister tweeted out, "Stand with the people of Ukraine now accepting cryptocurrency donations." And obviously that's going to then contribute to what they buy in terms of weapons and everything else. Yeah, it's a very weird scenario. His crowdfunding appeal is unprecedented. There's some states such as El Salvador have embraced crypto. Ukraine's appeal for direct donations is among the first of its kind. It was not clear what Kiev would use the funds for. Crypto donations to Ukrainian volunteers and hacking groups have also spiked since Russia launched its invasion. Donations to such groups, some of which have supplied equipment to government forces, grew strongly in January as Russia massed troops near Ukraine's border. So, again, we're seeing what crypto does, how crypto improves things, how crypto provides people with opportunities to not get wrecked by a system. Because fundamentally, there's a ton of Russian people that don't deserve this. They've got a leader that has decided to invade, and his actions have brought enormous sanctions to that country. I mean, even this morning, I think the Central Bank of Russia announced a huge spike in interest rates just to sort of protect customers' funds, which you have to do. But I don't know. It's just it's unbelievable. And what we see, like I said, however anyone wants to feel about the war and everything that's going on, there is something that is true, and that is that crypto is actually really helping both countries right now. And that's a big positive. That's a big positive. This is the point of it, is don't get stuck in a system. You remove all these banks from using Swift, and they can find another solution. And that's the point, isn't it? Crypto is the alternative solution to the crap that we've seen. I don't know, it's an interesting one, but I think we're going to see a ton of money coming in to the crypto space, particularly from both those countries, as both countries are going to suffer in terms of volatility of their own fiat currencies. And if you're a crypto holder, it should be of benefit to you. But yeah, that's what I see happening. Anyway, that's it for me. Just musing on some thoughts. I hope you're all keeping well. If you're new to crypto, come check out Copy My Crypto. Even if you've been here a while, but you don't know how to navigate the terrain right now with the uncertainty in and around a potential war, then come check it out, because I go through exactly what I'm doing in terms of navigating this very unusual set of, this unusual moment in history. So yeah, links in the description. Anyway, take it easy, guys.